So here we go. Hi everyone. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing if you are subscribed. 50,000 subscribers already. Incredible. I mean, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So what are we doing today? I thought, like, as a treat, I'm gonna make Hungarian goulash my way. And what I've decided to do is not to use any special ingredients in terms of you have to go to any specialist shop. You should be able to replicate this recipe using ingredients available from any supermarket, really, hopefully. Okay, so very basic ingredients for the scone. Half a kilo of flour, I'm using strong flour. 250 grams of butter. I'm using 300 grams of sour cream. I'm using smoked sea salt, which is beautiful. The recipe called for an egg yolk, but then I've decided to use the whole egg because I have no use for just the egg white. So, as you can see, I'm not speeding up anything, by the way. I've decided not to edit this video heavily, so you can follow this recipe step by step, just like I did, in the same time frame as I did. It takes about, it took me about an hour and a bit to create this 2 meals. So here we go. Let's do this. By the way, I'm not gonna talk throughout the whole video, don't worry. You don't have to listen to my voice all the way through. But when I see that something needs to be explained, or just to give you instructions, then I'll do. So enjoy the video, as always, and thanks for watching. And I'm back again already. I just wanted to explain that I'm going to cut the butter into smaller pieces, but I'm not melting it. So I'll just cut it into smaller chunks, and I'm gonna mix the whole mixture just like that. Now I'm back again. So I'm using a very fatty, smoke-flavored cheddar cheese, which you can just use any cheese really. You can use, as long as it's a fatty cheese. You can use just the ordinary cheddar or any similar cheese. I've decided to grate it just to make it easier to mix.
something very simple. Non-French would be good. Yes? We like hamburgers, very good hamburgers. They're not French. And incidentally, the Greeks happen to be civilized when the French were barbarians.
We have 3 people here, Pierre and Raymond and Nicola. You have 2 stars, you're after 3 stars. I mean, tell me what's so important about that 3rd star. It's not going to make a heck of a difference to your food, is it?
If I ever get a 3rd star, then I will be a liar if I say I'm not trying to be a miracle, but
Why
it will
a
be,
miracle?
well, I don't know. But I'm doing it not for myself, for my children. Because I just want to make a mark in life, that's all.
What about you, Pierre? What motivates you? If it's
Very good, because now we are in a system. We started the restaurant and we had the 1st star. So we got to go for the 2nd one. You got to try to improve. You got to work harder. And it go like that. And after the 2nd, you go for the 3rd. And after, I don't know, I got to retire. We'll see.
But yeah, yours is a natural progression. Mine is not. I'm not French. If ever I get 3 stars, I'll be the only non-French 3 star in England. And for me, that's important.
Queenstown Road, Battersea, Simmering likely addressed the Chez Nico, a restaurant with 2 Michelin stars. But this area is now known for its good food, because 10 years ago, Nicola Dennis had the courage to serve superlative French food in the less fashionable areas of London, first in Dulwich and then here in Battersea. Its staff is almost entirely English. Nico is considered outspoken by colleagues. His attitude to customers is legendary.
I don't believe the customer's always right. I don't believe in this adage. That doesn't mean to say I'm always right and they're always wrong. But as a statement, as a philosophy, I don't believe it. I do things a certain way. If they come to my restaurant, accept my hospitality, they shouldn't try and impose their conditions on me. If they try to. They ask for more fish without
Okay, so you can see I mixed everything together.
very well done.
So this is where I stop.
Take this meat,
I'm gonna leave this dough to rest
char it and
for about half an hour.
trace of the juice of blood or anything and bring it back to me. It just doesn't happen. I won't allow it. I'm sorry. Things really decided me that I was going to do something good with this particular dish. The coquillage was chicken cooked in a yellow wine from the Giron with morel mushrooms. The smell was different, the taste was different.
This fish soup has a base onion, pork, carrots, onions, fennel, leeks, celery, and shallots, which are sweated in a little oil.
Okay, onto the base to the Gulyás. So I'm using carrots, onions. You know I like to use my onions. And I'm using parsnips, which in Hungary I would use parsley root. But for some reason in the UK people prefer to use parsnips. Nothing wrong with parsnips, but it's a bit more sweet. Well, actually, it's a lot sweeter than parsley root. So you will get a bit more sweet soup. But you know, I don't mind it. It's still a nice soup anyway.
Chefs like to do best, or is that true in your thinking?
Well, I think this is a really tired cliche, isn't it? I certainly smile when somebody who is interviewed, who is talking about cooking, looks back over his past, and invariably you find 2 things that come into it. One is that he likes cooking fish, and the other one
way?
In a private way, yes. We used to invite people on Sundays for a meal with us. It was a talking point amongst the community. You know, we're having lunch at the Dennis's this Sunday. Looking forward to something good. She was quite a good chef, quite a good cook.
3.5 pounds of rice, then wastage, yields about 36 servings. While savoury star anise, fennel, season, black
There's an awful lot of ingredients. Tomato, next thing I think we should put in tomato.
with herbs then.
Rosemary, thyme, and
Let's concentrate.
tomato puree. Now we're going to start cooking the soup. And I'm going to put in a lot of white wine. Good or ordinary? Good. I'm going to put in a lot of white wine.
Good or ordinary?
Good.
Because people, when they make soup, sometimes you use spinach.
Well, you use burdened white wine, it's the best. Alright? Then some red wine, a little bit of red wine, just for colour. Some salt. And some brandy. Okay? You put in the water, turn up to the top, and it cooks for about an hour to an hour and a half. Okay? Okay, you know, some people put fish stock instead of water. With all these strong fish inside here, I don't know what the object is.
Fresh basil, garlic, and saffron are added after an hour and a half to make sure their flavours aren't lost.
I'm just going to put in some pernil and a bit of cayenne pepper. Let it cook for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll leave it out. Alright?
You know, for a man who admits to having quite a short temper, you have infinite patience to do this silly and re-silly.
If it makes the difference between a good soup and a bad soup, you just got to control your temper. The more times you pass it, that's the secret of this soup. You achieve something when you've cooked a nice dish, when you're perfecting a dish. And this soup looks very, very nice actually. The color is superb. And you got the second simmering is much easier. Fastest through, no problem at all. You should be able to feel the taste of this lovely soup. And all it needs, according to my taste, that is with Gruyere cheese and cloves.
Cheese.
Yeah, Yolia, I seem to enjoy much more when I'm down in South France. Usually you have a watery soup down there, not a thick one, it's a thickish one. I just want to taste this again to see what it's like. I can see from the palate.
of shareholders' money has been invested in a new shaker in the small Berkshire village of Shinfield.
Now, instead of oil, I've been using lard. It does give a different flavor after all. You can use any type of oil. You can use vegetable oil, olive oil. You can use anything, but I prefer to use lard for this recipe.
Where are you going to sit? What chairs am I going to sit on? What colours am I going to look at? Out of what plates am I going to eat? How are you going to decorate the food? Because I know you're going to charge me an enormous amount of money. And all these things are very important for me. That's what he said. Precious things. And we hope to be able to do our vegetables in 1 or 2 minutes flat. This is the vegetable section. Here's the meat fridge.
So what I normally do is I buy a block of lard, like you just seen it, and I keep it in the freezer, and I'm gonna slice it into small cubes, and over a low heat I'm going to melt it, and that's gonna be the base for the soup.
Why don't they like it?
Well, they don't like it because apparently, I suppose the idea is that if you can cook something in the pan with all its juices, you should be able to get a better result. In my own experience, I haven't found it so. I would rather cook with my own juices, parsnips, biscuit, or whatever, in a little plate, and let my meat rest in the hot plate. Release some of its juices, mix up with the rest of the juices. You see, that's the way I like to make it up.
Just being able to walk round me must be quite a normal thing.
Now we have 2 pots here, so this is going to be enough for, I would say, like 6 big portions, or maybe 8 smaller portions. I have 2 pots. One is a pressure cooker for the beef, because I like to mix beef and pork, and just a normal pot for the pork.
I put together olive oil, white wine and vinegar, with onions, celery, green bell pepper, carrot, bay leaf, rosemary, tarragon, thyme, sugar. I found with mixed vinegar.
I'm always heavy on onions. I really like to use a lot of onions, as you could see in my cooking videos. For this soup, for goulash, I always start the cooking with onions and pepper. Now in Hungary we don't use this type of pepper for this purpose. We have a yellow type of pepper, paprika, sorry. But I could buy it here as well. We do have Hungarian shop near where I live, but what I've decided is basically use ingredients you can find anywhere. It works pretty much the same. It maybe has a slightly different flavor, but you know, it's just fine. Don't worry about it too much.
Because most of the time, believe it or not, I do a tour of France in my head. Specifically, most of the time I come to restaurant actually, and then I wander up in the wonder what this is doing at that time. My mind is always in the kitchens of 3-star restaurants. I feel a very distant
just 12 servings.
Just to give a sparkling colour to the consomme.
This is something I like to do quite often, so whenever I cook something to speed up the process, if I need water, I'm gonna use boiling water. You can save so much time. So here we have Hungarian paprika and ground caraway seeds. Now, caraway seeds you can buy anywhere, at least here in the UK, I have no issues finding it. Paprika, Hungarian paprika can be hard to come by, but you can use any type of paprika really. I wouldn't recommend smoked paprika, like a Spanish smoked paprika. Find it too overpowering. You can use any type of just normal paprika. Normally what you get, at least here in the UK, what I've found is paprika from India or paprika from Spain. Both of those would work just as well. So as you can see, I'm not using high flames still. I've just put my paprika. I let the paprika melt in the fat. Okay, here I'm using pork shoulder, fatty, very fatty cut. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any joints, which wouldn't be too big or already diced, so I've just bought some steaks. It works just as well. Yeah, I'm not fussy. It's gonna be. I would normally like my meat a bit more chunky, but you know, this way it's gonna cook even faster, so nothing wrong with it.
Water. Minutes.
Okay, here we go. I'm using beef shin. I managed to find some that's already been diced. Nothing wrong with diced. You can buy joint if you like. For this purpose, this is perfectly fine for me to use. And so obviously the beef shin would take about 4 hours to cook without using the pressure cooker. But in the pressure cooker, you can cook it in about 20-25 minutes and it's going to be super tender. As you can see, I like to use quite a lot of garlic. I went quite heavy here as well. 6 cloves in total, 3 in each pot. So basically just peel the garlic. I think I'm going to smash them, finely chop them, and then I'm going to use the knife to puree them.
Chicken liver has been fried for 2 seconds. And we mix all the ingredients for about 30 seconds. Okay. I take the stuffing there. We fill the pepper.
That's a French hen.
Yes. All the poultry we use is all French. English poultry are good.
And what's the difference then?
An English chicken is cooked in 15 minutes. And when you take a leg, you know, you still have only the bone in your hand. When you take a piece of string with a bone, you're supposed to do it with the bone.
You mean it's tougher than it?
Very old.
Use a cake one.
No, a cake one is just too quickly. Because we
I can see why the king of Navarre prescribed this dish because it's isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Bird is coming up.
Yes. Stay on top like that. In fact, you know, you will stay high. Inside is quite fine. Now we put the leeks. Put the leeks first with the carrots. It's going to take more time to cook than the rest of the veg. About 15 minutes before serving. And this is a meal in itself, you know. First we start like this. When the soup is nearly finished, we need about 2 spoons of liquid. Then you add about 1 cup of red wine. Just take a plate like that with your hand and drink it like that. And that's good version. It doesn't make it for the wine, it's just an excuse to take more wine.
Okay, so as you can see, I didn't overload the pressure cooker, and this is very important not to overload it. I've decided to add one bay leaf to it as well. Never overload your pressure cooker, especially these old type pressure cookers. So this is ready to go. I'm just going to put the lid on it, swap the 2 pans around, and cook the beef for about 20 minutes if I remember correctly.
You start first from your birth. You start with food with the end of family. You start eating a baked beans like on the edge of one and sausage, you know. But you put that test like you
This year, Pierre has enlarged the Montclair and has devised a more ambitious menu, both of which he hopes will help him get his 3rd Michelin star.
They got the same taste, except maybe the flour will make the taste. so small. I never spent a lot of time. I think when you go to a restaurant first, you taste.
Expanding themselves with ambitious menus. Fillet steak with a truffle sauce and a hot chocolate souffle with a sauce always.
In these first 3-4 years when we opened, I never accepted any banquet with fillet steak or steaks as such, because I'm not able to serve them with taste. When you go to banquet management, it's done in China. Fillet steak over one after the other, nice clean.
Then we have some parsley, which I've just previously washed. As I'm editing this video, I do realize I do have to cut out some things, but I didn't cut out anything major. It's like a few minutes here, a few minutes there. Me washing the dishes, nobody wants to see that. So this parsley, I just washed it. I'm gonna just chop it, not too fine, but not too rough either. For seasoning, you see that I used a little bit of salt, but I prefer to use stock cubes. In this case I used a chicken stock cube, nor, but you can use any type really. I prefer to use these. I've seen these in Hungary as well, I've seen them in Spain, Italy, France. I'm pretty sure it's available everywhere really. Next step, so the dough has been resting for about, what was this, 40 minutes, half an hour. I just use a tiny bit of flour to dust the surface, and I'm going to roll the dough out. decided to score the dough, which by the way, this has been rolled to about a centimeter in thickness, like a finger thickness probably. I've decided to score it, and then I'm going to egg wash it. This is just to get some texture when you are baking it. So I've just turned off the beef in the pressure cooker, and I'm not going to touch it for about a good 10 minutes until the pressure cooker depressurizes. Also, the pork is just tender enough for the vegetables to be added, and I'm going to cook it for a further probably 15-20 minutes from this point. Just skipped about 2 minutes. All I've done is just cut some baking parchment, take the tray out of the oven. That's all I've done really. So I'm going to egg wash the dough and sprinkle it with some caraway seeds. And also I'm going to sprinkle it with some garlic sea salt. can do at this point is to have the scraps and roll it out again, but I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. For me, just fine. I'm only cooking for Mrs. and me, you know. I'm not trying to win any competitions here. And it goes for about 15 minutes, I would say. So this is just some ordinary red chili. I like my food really hot, but the missus, she likes a bit of heat, but not too much, so I normally end up using the really hot paprika, which is just next to the chopping board. You can see it in the small jar. That's some really hot stuff, and then the missus can enjoy a little bit of heat from just some ordinary chilies. Here I'm just adding some more hot water just to dilute it a bit. The vegetables are almost cooked at this point. I'm checking for pressure. No pressure at all. It's ready to open up. So I'm going to add all the beef to the rest. Yeah, the beef is cooked completely. It's soft like butter. This is insane. I'd really like to use a pressure cooker, and as you can see, this is just a very basic pressure cooker. Yeah, nothing fancy, but it does the job. It's incredible. Okay, I just skipped 5 minutes. Just done the last bit of tasting. Quite happy with the flavor. As you can see, this is a very thick soup. Very rich. Everything seems to be cooked already. Just try the pork. Which is, I think at this point it was perfectly cooked as well. Okay, let's check on the pogácsa. Oh, looks perfect. Looks really nicely baked. Let's transfer it to a plate. Time for a little treat for myself. This juice from Brewdog. Quite like this one. Then time for plating. I thought like I'm gonna plate it out, make it look really nice, and then first thing I do, mess up the plate. So that was nice. Yeah, I thought it was wiser to do it this way for the second plate, so less cleaning for me. So here we go. Gulyásleves, sajtos pogácsa, Goulash soup, cheese scone, savory cheese scone. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Please let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this kind of content. Let me know if you tried this recipe. Let me know if you cooked up the pogácsa, the soup. If you did, I really hope you enjoyed it. I think it's especially if you are in winter like we are, this is a perfect dinner for two or for the family. So hope you enjoy it and see you on the next one. Cheers.